Hello everyone, welcome. Sit back, relax, and chill with us for an hour or so while we talk about the game, play a game a little bit, and explain to you some things that are cooking around. My name is Beda, I'm the senior community manager here. You already know me, and you already know my colleague Martin. You also know him as Frle on Discord, and he's here to answer some of your questions as well, because I told him he has to, and he had no choice. But yeah, we are here. We gather some of your questions that you put on the Steam post, and we're gonna showcase you a little bit of the in-game footage from the alpha build. Everything is still work in progress, of course, so take everything with a little bit of, grain of salt. And yeah, anything to add?
Nope, nothing at all. It's so nice being here. Yeah,
As
thank
you
you
can,
for the invite.
yeah, as you can see,
Yeah.
he's really, really excited. Whenever I ask him to do anything, he's so happy to do it.
Yeah,
But yeah, I hope you're all having a good evening, and grab a drink, grab a snack, and then let's see what's going on. And then, first of all, I can see a lot of you in the chat right now. Hey Malka, hey hey Feudal.
Beda for president. What's up with that guy?
I don't know.
He needs to be banned.
I don't trust him.
Yeah.
I don't trust him. I more trust Feudal with him saying that my forehead is. Oh no, my head. Okay, never mind. Anyway, so let's get back right into it. So our first question right now is from the guy on Steam named Hauser. Is there any more info on the sickness, broken bones, water purification, and any other survival features?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Perhaps there's a bit. Yeah. So regarding any survival features like broken bones, that's been a big one. They are still in plans, but they are planned for a time that's not now. So yeah, that's gonna be in the game a bit later, I guess. But like water purification and just general illnesses and any upgrades to the metabolism, we're still planning to do and add a lot of them. Of course, that's kind of what we want for the game, and that's why we made the metabolism the way it is, right? So yeah, VIP.
VIP. All right.
Yeah.
Soon.
Soon.
So next up we have ZFS. Martin, can we forget about the tactics skill forever?
Well, it's certainly not gonna be that soon. That one is out of our sights for now, but it's not a hard no, so one day perhaps.
All right. Fodler, I guess. Hello. Is there any more plans for expanding admin tools? If so, can you give us some details about them?
Yeah, sure. So with basically every feature we add in, we try to add as much admin settings as we can. And one of the bigger ones that is not that imminent, but we have high hopes for it, is the ability for server admins to make some tiny little quests on their own. That's still work in progress and in the concept phase, but we are tossing the idea around because we think it would be very cool. So yeah, that I think everyone would be pretty happy with that one, and it's gonna be a big one.
All right. Before we go into the next question, first of all, behind the scenes, as always, is our own one and only Kix, who needs to switch around our names. But anyway, and
Stay like that for now.
yeah, okay. So, and next up, we want to say hello to Raykit, who is currently leeching off our content. Hi, Raykit. All right. Next up, we have Vladimir. Is there a chance we get 1.0 this year? And I can answer you this one, Vladimir. As we already said in our dev vlog, around August or something like that, full release, we are planning it on Q2 2025 to make sure that the quality of 1.0 is meeting both your guys' expectations and ours as well. Next up we have Zurdo. Will the mechanic of BCU being able, this is not me messing up English, but this is what it's written, to resurrect the player's corpse into a puppet after death be included in 1.0? It's something that was seen in the launch trailer in 2018 and seems to me to be a pretty core part of how Scum works.
Yeah, that's a really good question, actually. That's something from the past videos that we really want to add, but the technical difficulties around it are currently a bit too much for us. So whenever we have the capabilities to add that in, we're gonna do our best. But for now, it is just not a possibility, I'm afraid. Yeah, the technical side of it is a hassle, let's just say it like that.
All right, and up next we have question, which I guess as soon as you guys saw that Martin is going to be on stream is the one that you're mostly excited about and wanted to ask more. And this one is from Northmark91. How complex will the quests be?
Yeah, so let's prepare for this one.
Kicks, get us in game.
Yeah. So the quests. The quests will be soft launched at first. So something like the dropship. We kind of liked how the dropship went because we got so much feedback from it, from you guys, that we think it's the way to go for the quests. As you may know, we didn't have anything like it in the game so far, so it was a challenge for us as well, and we're gonna work up on the complexity, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna start by building a framework for ourselves to be able to, you know, make the quests quality, and with some future updates, they're gonna receive constant upgrading. But for now, so like the first iteration that everyone will get with a certain update is gonna be the following. 4 of the traders will have quests. The quests will not be direct story quests, so we are not for now in the soft launch implementing any like story type quests. They're gonna be progressive, so you will be able to get to some more difficult quests, and there's gonna be a few ways of acquiring the quests and finishing them. Some of that has been shown in the devlog videos, so that's gonna be cool. And yeah, the types of quests are gonna range from your basic fetch type quests to killing missions, sweeping NPCs, to some more interactive ones. So once we get that done, we're gonna collect the feedback, see where we need to improve, and what needs to be changed, and then we're gonna add the quests to other traders as well, and we'll see where the future goes. Of course, one day that whole system is gonna bring us to something more of a story-like theme, but not anytime soon, because as I said, it's been a challenge to build that system up from the beginning, so we need to be sure we have the framework, the foundation right before we continue to the extreme quest stuff.
Alright, and is there something in game in alpha build that we have right now that you want to show guys?
Yeah, we have some stuff. So as you could have seen in the devlog videos, there's gonna be 3 ways of acquiring quests. One of them are notice boards that are gonna be placed in every slightly bigger town. Everyone will be able to see the same quests there, and of course, if you don't have anything unlocked, some of them will be unavailable to you. And yeah, the quests will be based around outposts, so the traders are gonna be the quest givers for now. And depending on which outpost is the closest to the notice board you find, that's gonna be your focal point for finishing quests. Although some quests are going to be auto-completed if you have a mobile phone, other quests like fetch quests, you will need to, return the item to the trader. So you're gonna have to find your ground, and each quest will have some information for you. So you should be able to see everything. Of course, the art and everything is still VIP. You can see the blank papers right here. They are not actually blank. So when you interact with it, beta, it doesn't work because
I told you it's an alpha build, right?
because the server setting is off.
Yeah, so in
Yeah.
editor currently it's working and all that. This is the alpha build that we got today. So a lot of the stuff that we are talking about today might not be able to be shown in the build right now. But for an example, you can see an example of notice board and whereabouts you can find them. It doesn't mean it's still gonna be here. This is just a testing case of where we're gonna place them.
Yep.
But this is what they're approximately gonna look like, and so you know what to look for once it finally drops.
Yeah, so there's gonna be about six quests on the board, and as people take the quests, they're gonna have some refresh timers. So potentially, from the even PvP standpoint, if you get to a town and see an empty quest board, you probably know someone has been there or is living close, even. So that's also something to consider for everyone. But yeah, for every other problem you may see now, we blame kicks because it's the only logical thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So whatever something happens that it's not supposed to happen, the person you can harass is Kix. Fortunately, he streams a lot, so you can actually harass him live as well. So you get a live reaction of him hating his life. Anything else you want to cover right now?
Well, I think we have more questions coming along, so we'll get to it.
All right. So next up, we have Martin Accurate.
Nice name.
I'm interested which questions will be asked and answered, but I likely will not be able to watch or join later on. I hope the stream will be free, open to rewatch later, or will it be locked for viewing it after it is finished? So yes, we are going to be saving the VOD, and we are going to be re-uploading the VOD later on to get you guys who are not able to watch right now to be able to watch it later. And for people like Reiki, Feudal, and other people that like to analyze every single detail that has been said, you're going to have material, don't worry. All right. Next up, Jack Brooks. New snow textures. Will there be footprints? Would make hunting animals and other prisoners much more interesting and immersive. Most likely not. Not confirmed, but the issue is the limitations that we have with the Unreal Engine right now and the size of the game. So adding footprints and players leaving footprints and then synchronizing it all over the server and make sure everything is, nice and proper might take too much resources from the people that are already tasked with finishing all the other core elements and major elements of the game. So don't count on it, but it's not a 100% no. Next up, we have Face Waster. Looking forward to playing the new features. We're looking forward for you to play them as well. Next up, we have Styx2909. Thank you for the update and for your work, guys. Thank you for enjoying it. And Akamai, we all know Akamai, we all love Akamai.
Jesus
How many
Christ.
cups of coffee does Martin drink per day? First of all, it's not cups, it's gallons.
Yeah, and it really depends if I talk to Akamai that day or not. But if not, then it's 2, I guess. And if yes, then I don't even know, man. It's hard life with that guy.
All right, and then the second question: what does Martin use to disinfect the room after an upset stomach?
Oh, why would I do that?
All right. Next up is KJA, and this one is a bit longer one, so bear with us here. I love the slow walking zombie animation. I wish there was a puppet cannot run or slow puppet server option. It would fit perfect to the section where puppets cannot open doors or puppets cannot jump through windows. Please think about to add a slow puppets options. Okay, we understood that.
Yep.
Love the animation that would give like the Walking Dead vibes. Zombies or puppets are looking way more aesthetic when they are not running and jumping around like clowns. The slow animation is great. I know the open world would be easier, but there are still dropships, mechs, suiciders, and maybe NPC enemies in the future. Slow puppets would so good only in server options you can turn on. Thank you. Keep up the nice work.
Yeah, well, thanks.
Yeah. So only walking zombies, possible or not?
Yeah, I mean, why not? But it's difficult with things like that because they tie into other things like prisoner speed. That's also why we sometimes get questions if we're gonna make prisoners even faster or something. But then again, it's correlated to NPC speed as well, because from some of them you need to be able to run away, from the others not so much. So I mean, as a server setting, a lot of things are possible, but yeah, I'm not gonna confirm or deny that.
All right. Well, I see a comment here. Software developers using paper. I'm a community manager. I'm not a software developer,
Yeah.
so I need my paper. All right, and you back the hell off. All right. Next up, we have Terisu. Been eagerly anticipating the quest update. As someone who plays single player primarily and eventually reaches a plateau with progression once I got a decent gun collection and food larder built up. It'll be nice to run errands for the merchants. Will we be getting new voice lines when the quest update releases?
Yeah, for sure. So each trader that will initially have and later on quests, we're gonna get some new voice lines for them for the usual stuff when they accept the quest, when you finish the quest, when you do something bad, when you do something good, whatever. But yeah, they will have new voice lines for sure.
All right. And next up, we have Zimbra plus something written in Korean, and I'm sorry I can't read Korean. Guys, should I install the game or wait still though? Install the game now. Like
Yeah.
right now, this second. Do it. Install it. Now. Immediately. Cool. Monkey Games VR. Air balloons. When, please?
Yeah, soon.
Don't even say it's a possibility.
Yeah.
They will take it serious, and then in 2 days I'm gonna be responding to like 50 questions, like, "Oh, you promised air balloons." No, we haven't promised air balloons. We haven't mentioned air balloons.
That's gonna be your problem, not mine.
Next question,
Yeah.
Samantha Raven. They're tired, but they look like they're having so much fun making this game. The animation department looks like it's a lot of fun, but complicated at the same time. Keep up the amazing work, Empires team. Thank you, Samantha.
Yep.
All right, next up we have Sir Alucard the Sixth. Not the previous 5, but
The 6.
number 6. Will there be any motorcycles other than the sports and dirt? Something like a chopper or Harley Davidson? I mean, yes, there has been before,
Yep.
and it's gonna make a return really soon.
Yep.
We call it the cruiser, but basically the same thing.
Yeah, so every vehicle we had back then, we're gonna have back now.
Yeah. Next up, we have Jim the Coffee Guy. Dev stream? Heck yeah! I better see you there in chat, Jim the Coffee Guy, because if you're that excited with 4 exclamation marks and 5 question marks, you better be here. All right. Next up, we have Wild Style Killer. Will there be an animation pass? For example, to match up the head bobbing and arm movements in the first person while moving. Currently, it feels very cartoony when holding a knife, melee firearm in first person and running full sprint. Like the arms and feet movements don't match up, the character feels floaty almost. And the zero gravity jumping, will this change? I can answer you this. Yes, animators are making a pass on all of the animations and seeing what needs to be updated and how they're gonna best approach it and all that. How and when, it's really too early to tell, but work is being done on that front as well. Shavuelo. Got it.
Yeah.
Third time's the charm. I like the video. Fun to see the mock-up being done. Looking forward to the stream. I better see you here as well, even though I butchered your name. I better see you in chat as well. Sorry about the name though. Zdenek, 1993. Mac 10, hell yeah! My questions: will the game support modding? Will you add server set? Okay, so first off, let's answer that. Definitely not before 1.0. Currently, we are focusing all of our efforts on finishing the features, making sure that it's ready for 1.0. After that, we can revisit and see, but do not expect it earlier. Okay, Kix, what is it? Never mind. All right. What? I'm showing my profile too much? No? Okay, cool. All right, cool. Will you add server? Because my chat is here and then my camera. All right, never mind. We are a professional company. Second one, will you add server setting to make zombies walk/jog? And we answered that in the previous one as well. Pythagoras. As soon as I hear that name, my flashbacks to high school and primary school. Like, I really want to skip your question now with the name with Pythagoras, but I'm gonna be nice today. Will the skill system be reworked to actually use the plenty of unused bars, or will some of those go unused in the full release? Skills like programming, animal handling, etc.
Yeah, so as you may remember, we had a lot of those disabled in the character creation. We have plans for some of them, but they are meant to go hand in hand with other features. So like we won't add any skills just to have more skills, because the balancing per attribute and everything gets really complicated then. So yeah, like features like animal handlings and further electronic stuff that would require hacking, programming, whatever, are in the future. How far? Nobody knows. But yeah, those skills you've seen previously are still in contention, just not in the immediate future.
All right.
Yep.
GG Allen, 45. I would love to know if the plans for losing teeth and advanced unarmed combat are planned to be implemented as stated early in the development, or if current design decisions have shifted. Fortunately, we have a game designer.
Yeah, so design decisions. What a question. Yeah, so we have like a short-term plan. They are not in the short-term plan, but in the long-term plan, who knows? We kind of want to get, the stuff we really need to get for until 1.0, and from there we'll kind of see where the game will be and where the community will be. As always, we listen to you guys, perhaps even a bit too much at times, but yeah, we'll see about that.
I mean, judging by the comments I read, we don't listen to them at all, but...
Yeah, but that's why we had Luis Moncada in the chats. He's gonna show them.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So whatever somebody says that we don't listen to, we just send them over his way?
Yeah,
Alright,
that's
cool.
for sure.
We good, Luis? You alright with that plan? I hope you are, because that's what we're doing right now. Alright, next question. Roshark 117, which... Alright. What about dual weapons? Was that ever considered? It would be cool to shoot like a cowboy with my dual 357 serpents from the hip, zero accuracy.
Yeah, so that would be one of the coolest things we could do. So we won't do it.
I disagree. I hate dual wielding.
You hate it?
It's unpractical and like zero accurate. As long as you're like asking this, you're just basically asking for an excuse so you can like explain to your friends why you have zero accuracy. Oh no, guys, I was dual wielding. We all know you can't hit shit.
So we won't do it just because of that. Yeah. But no, it's so technically, it's really, really complicated to support. Basically, all of the animations we already have, but for the other hand. So
how would you reload those? How you have one revolver, you have the other revolver. You run out of bullets. Oh, what am I gonna do now?
Well, you just hide them like from the screen,
we're not doing it.
and they magically kicks actually comes then. He runs up and he reloads it behind the scenes. Yeah.
All right.
Or the third arm appears. Yeah, that's also a good one.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, watch Tomislav saying that we're gonna do it now because I said we won't. Next up, 8 Wonder Beaton 8, Mr. Martin. Mr. Martin.
Mr. Oh, thank you.
Sophisticated. Are there any plans to implement a companion NPC? I don't care if it is a wolf as a companion instead of a human. A little bit furry, but okay.
Yep.
It would be great if the companion wolf attacked the puppet. It would make the single player mode more interesting.
So, as I've mentioned about the animal handling skill, companions were kind of planned, but it's like it was in the concept and it still is what that would mean in Scum, since of course we have both PvP and PvE and everything in between with the private servers. So we still are not sure how would that look, how would we do it from the performance side, but yeah, like it should go along with the animal handling stuff. We did not scrape it off the board, but yeah, we'll I guess see about that one. It's not gonna be anytime soon, I can confirm that one.
Alright, next question is by the guy called Romania Hunter. What about to put back the tatos? I guess tattoos, but it says tatos.
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 Yeah. The potatoes?
No, tatos. Taters.
Taters?
Stick and mash them. Put them in the stew. Okay, so about the tattoos. Yeah, so they are planned to make a return. There is a issue where it's really not that simple, especially when you consider the complexity of our characters. So, as you all know, that how much you eat and what you eat, it depends on your body weight and your body build. And then you have something called UV mapping, and then you have to have adjustable UV mapping, and then those tattoos have to adjust to those body changes as well. So it is really something complicated to do. We are planning to do it, but since we are on a time schedule right now towards 1.0, priorities are all of the core features, and then we can do the cosmetic thing like that.
Listen to him, and he says he's only a community manager. Like
Yeah, well, I stick my big ass
Yeah.
nose where it doesn't belong a lot of the time, so I can answer some questions myself, you know. Next question is Noker R. Is there any plan on reworking the melee combat? If I should say something that I really don't like, it would be that. Don't get me wrong, I love this game, but sometimes set combat can be rage-inducing, haha. And while we said that, an alarm went off in the office, but immediately stopped. So if you see us cut off in the meantime,
if you're running,
watch the news.
Oh
Sorry.
my
So is there any plan of reworking the melee combat?
yeah, there are some plans. Melee combat is, well, quite basic right now. Where we end up with that, it remains to be seen. It's again mainly due to the animation technicalities. So having a melee rework isn't only like, I don't know, a design and programming challenge. We also have to beware the animations because it could get hectic real fast, and we don't want any more hectic. Yeah. So yeah.
All right. Next question is from 358-216-3480. I'm sure this was your birthday given name.
Yeah, a real account.
Yeah. Is it possible not to delete the archive? Deleting a standalone save every time will cost you a lot of players. I hope the developer will let me save a standalone save. So I'm guessing he's talking about single player.
Single player probably.
Yeah. So unfortunately, whenever we wipe, it means there are some huge changes to either the database or the core element, or something like, or physics, or something that if we leave old assets in, it will completely break the game, and there are no other ways around it. So in order to have progress in the game and continue development, a wipe is necessary, and with that, single player wipes are also necessary. We don't like them any more than you do, even though like 80% of private servers wipe their
Yeah.
servers all the time. But yeah, once we release early access, you will see a lot less swipes, as most of the, if not all the core features are gonna be in there with no changes needed to them. I mean, of course, something might happen in the meantime, but those are the plans right now. Next up, we have Sievert.
Mm.
Hello. Can you us to add as many gun and wall racks as we want in single player? I understand the limit for multiplayer, but single player should be up to the player. Also, is there plans to display our gear and guns on a mannequin in the future?
That actually doesn't sound that bad for the limitations. We're gonna have to check it with our programmers, I guess, but I don't see why not. But like, who am I, right?
Senior game designer,
Yeah.
apparently.
How did that happen?
All right. Crit. Game really needs a graphical and UI overhaul. It's shockingly outdated. Yeah, as you can see in a couple of our postings and dev updates, we are working on that as well. So look forward to that. And then we have 8 Wonder Beaton 8 again. Mr. Martin, keeping it formal. Show us the current state of Quest content. Do you want to show them the current?
Well, we showed a bit. I think that the other bits are not working on this build.
Okay, so no,
It's,
we will show you, but just keep in mind this is extremely early access, like work in progress, and you will see why I'm saying this.
Mm.
So right now we have a smartphone. Oh, we saw some creation letters there, and we will get a mobile phone. Insert.
Yeah, I think you still don't need the battery,
All right,
because why would you?
and then
And then
come on, Mr. Game Designer, how do you do this?
you don't.
You don't. Oh, it doesn't
Yeah,
completely.
Yeah, I think it's
All right.
it's the server settings.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we didn't. All right. So basically, you can see that the smartphone is no longer broken, at least. So you will be able to get the quests on your smartphone, and you can also track them in your journal. Here, as you can see, we do have a little bit
Yeah.
more.
So the quests will have, as I mentioned, tiers. There's gonna be 3 tiers of quests. You will be able to do everything through the journal tab. So you will be able to see every quest that you accept, all of the details, where we have to bring stuff, what still needs to be completed, what's gonna be the reward for it, and you're gonna be able to abandon the quests from the journal tab and everything. But yeah, as we currently cannot accept the quests, we cannot see how it's gonna look in the journal. But basically everything that the traders will offer you from like information wise, it's also gonna be visible through the journal. So you know, like no fretting about missing information or anything like that.
All right. So yeah, in short, no, we cannot show you the current progress on Quest because it's
I
not in
mean,
this build.
Yeah, as I've said, but no, the community manager has to show something. Yeah.
That's all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Soon to be junior or customer.
Or customer.
Yeah. Enjoying everything. All right. Next question. Fishing Ranger. Enjoying everything Scum is offering. Eagerly awaiting the Quest system. Maybe getting a little impatient for it. LOL. Looking forward to the drop ships getting more added to them. My question is though, can we expect more survival aspects being added soon? Things such as broken bones, diseases, the need to boil water, negative effects due to weather conditions, and other things along the line that somebody would need to fight to survive. I would also like to see more added to farming. I want to grow strawberries. Okay. More cooking recipes, and please add some hunting and fishing traps and fish trophies. Okay, so for the first part we already answered that.
Yep.
And then more things to farm, more cooking recipes, and some maybe hunting and fishing traps.
Yeah, so the farming stuff and adding more, I don't know, fruits, vegetables, whatever, isn't really a problem. So we're gonna add more things because the layout we set up for ourselves to add more content is pretty decent. So we can do it on a fairly regular level. Once when we get everything else in shape. So, like for example, fishing needs some more work and polish and love, serious love, and we're gonna get to that, I hope, soon. And when we do all of that, we're gonna hopefully be able to add a lot more content in the already existing features.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, so next question is from Boomer137, and he originally asked this question in German. And I'm not reading German because I'm not letting you guys clip that and share it all over because I'm definitely going to butcher that. So we did a little bit of a translation in English. It might be wrong, but we'll answer it anyway. It totally makes sense to add an animation that's supposed to show that you're dying, but you can still tell the difference because if you die normally, you just fall over in some random way without an animation. You can see then through the animation that it's fake and no, okay, it's just an animation trick. And I'm guessing this is about the new animation that we added for the Halloween update.
One.
Okay, so the Play Dead one is more or less of an emote that you can use to like mess around and get into the Halloween spirit and all that. You can actually still, I guess, at the end of the animation, stay there and pretend you're dead. As for making it actual death itself, it would require you to be able to get into a knockout state, the ragdoll state, and exit it on command. But that is not something that we might technically be able to do right now. See how I avoided that?
Yeah. Great work, buddy.
Yeah, that's why I'm the community manager. All right, next question. Dermak. Oh, we still have to wait until the second quarter of 2025? Yeah. Okay, I still have enough time until then to make my character even stronger. Thank you very much for your work and stay healthy. That ship has sailed. I'm already looking forward to the new features that will be coming to the game. And we are looking forward to you guys experiencing what we have planned for you guys. All right, next question from Cosmic. Oh no, that's not it. All right. Even papers won't help me. Next question is from F250Man11. When are we gonna get craftable ovens so we don't have to venture out with generators, gas, and ingredients to bake?
Good question. It's somewhere in the to-do list, but it's not gonna be in the next update. But we're gonna keep it there just for you because I know.
All right, I'm not sure if I can say this name on Twitch honestly, so I'm gonna skip.
Skip the name.
Yeah, our quest's coming this year.
Yes, the quests are coming this year, as I've said somewhere before.
Sure
they're gonna be soft launched, so we're still gonna see in what capacity we're gonna release them. But so just to repeat a bit, 4 traders are going to have the quests, and they will have a fair amount, but we're gonna upgrade them in the later updates. But this year seems like a good time for quests. Why not? Why not?
Yeah, why not? All right, next question is from Red Thunder.
Okay.
Will the dropship still spawn in on players or will it roam the island? Please let it roam, it's much cooler.
So dropships actually have a couple of ways of operating. The roaming part is just one of those ways. So it's not one or the other. we can have multiple ways of them interacting with the players. Uh, the encounters that the players have around the island uh, seemed very cool for now. The problems most of you were facing were the base attacks, so that's where we have to do some work, right? Because they are, strong, and we're gonna add a lot more conditions and everything, so we can kind of have more understanding of which base are gonna get attacked, and that you can get more understanding and prepare for the occasional battles versus the Tech 1 sentries and dropships. So yeah, but we are planning to keep multiple ways. It's not just gonna be one roaming dropship or just the dropship that attacks and destroys everything you own. Yeah.
All right. Looks like we went through all of the questions that we got from Steam here. Well, all of those that we wanted to answer.
That's
anyway.
a lot of paper, by the way.
Yeah.
We are gonna recycle.
Yeah, we're gonna give
We are
kicks.
gonna give kicks.
He hasn't eaten anything all day, so we gotta give him something. All right, so now we can take some questions from the chat as well. And immediately, the first questions that I see is from some guy called Darius Kratos.
Yeah, I spotted that one as well.
I guess first-time chatter, first-time user. Speaking of conditions, what kind of conditioner do you use for that glorious hair? If you're asking me, basically what I use is spit, hair blow dryer, and then nothing at all, and then I have perfectly conditioned hair.
Yeah, I mean it's glorious. It's
absolutely,
glorious. It's
absolutely
perfect for the camera as well.
Oh yeah. So you can see like not only that, but it also makes the light bounce off, and so that further can get better lighting and look even more glorious on the camera.
Yeah. It's teamwork, really. Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work. All right. Will there be a movement fix to be more realistic?
Here there'll be a movement fix. Yeah, so we are planning to do some work on general player movement. There's been some stuff that has been bugging us for years, I guess now. The physics of it is complicated. It's really complicated. So I'm not going to go into details what's been worked on. Some things are already being worked on, but we're gonna leave that for one of the development updates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I can see one question here from Old Snake 07. One character for all server? Definitely not. It would lead to too much griefing and exploits that it wouldn't be possible. Give an example. You're playing on an official server, PvP server, whatever, and you are surrounded in a house and you're about to die. It wouldn't be fair that you just, okay, I'm gonna hop on another server, run out of the house, an empty server, run out of the house, get the hell away from everybody, and then hop back on the original server. It's just, there's too many things that can go wrong with it, and it's not really viable. Next up.
Let's answer the seaplane one. I have seen that one on
yeah?
repeat. So, as I've said, all of the vehicles that were previously in the game are making a return at some point. So, for the seaplane specifically, we are still thinking about several options. One of those are that the regular plane is going to be customizable and you can make it into a seaplane. The other one is that as they were before, there are two separate vehicles, right? So, but yeah, it's definitely coming back.
All right, I see a question here which actually goes to a point that I wanted to give at the end of the stream from Moon Mermaid. Will we receive some roleplay editions? Actually, there is a high possibility for that because I've been talking with our editors and all that. So I just want to make a request right now for all of you in our roleplay community and all that. Make sure you contact me on Discord. You can find me in our official Discord under all announcements. Make sure you join the official Discord first because you won't be able to message me otherwise. I'm beta on Discord, and make sure you contact me and send me all of your suggestions and stuff that you want to see for the roleplay community as well. So get on that. All right, next up. Camo skill back.
I was waiting for that one.
I mean, if you
Like
ask
in-
some people,
y-
it never
yeah,
left.
yeah, I mean, honestly, the camouflage skill. So we are planning to make the camo skill a bit more, well, I wouldn't say useful, but clear in what does it mean, because obviously, when you say camouflage, when you have two players just with a different set of clothes,
Hmm.
that works like a camouflage as well. So we are gonna get to it, and if I mean, just in all honesty, if we see that it's not working, we're gonna scrap it because the game needs to have, like, the skills needs to be pretty clear, and camouflage is something that PvP players can abuse if done wrong, and like if it's not gonna be okay in any iteration we do, we're just gonna not include it, but we'll get there. Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Tarantula97, who is constantly spamming scope fix when, scope fix
Mm.
when, scope fix when, scope fix when. If you think this is annoying, well, yeah. Anyway, scope fix when it's fixed.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know when to tell you. It's not like that we want to keep the bugs in. Whenever it's fixed and we're ready to release, that's when it's gonna get fixed. Yeah. Will the cannons in the abandoned bunkers be activated? That is
Ooh, that's a question.
that is a surprise that we're saving
Yeah.
for later. All right. Will there be an interactive mapping?
Will there be an interactive mapping? Uh, so we have, again, we have a lot of plans, it seems, but we have some concepts for it, and we would really like to do some first basic changes and then further upgrade it. It is not in the near future.
Mm-hmm.
I can, yeah, say it's not gonna be in the near future, but we have a lot of feedback on that, so yeah, hopefully we get around to it.
All right. Next, we have Torsken, the last modular vehicles. When are they planned to be done? We are planning to implement all of them up to and before 1.0.
Yep.
All right.
I see a lot of the custom quests questions, so yes, we are planning to add at some point the ability to for you guys to make some quests by yourself. How is that gonna look like, and what possibilities will you have? That I still do not know. It is still in the conceptual phase, but we would really like to do that because we think you guys are able to do a lot of fun stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, but we'll see in what capacity are we gonna be able to support it. We have a lot of ideas for it, and the programmers even said it should be okay. So, but we don't trust them as
Yeah,
much. Yeah.
yeah.
So we're just gonna have to see.
I see a questions from one. No, please add gym tools.
Mm.
I don't know. I think that the load on the server might be too heavy.
Here he goes again. Yeah, I mean, can we just remove him from the screen kicks? Can we just, split it here? Yeah.
Oh, come on. All right. Next question. Will window shutters be added for bases?
So at the last iteration, we implemented some of the stuff, but we have more plans for the window specifically. It's technically currently a bit complicated, but we are gonna do them at some capacity. I still don't know if there's gonna be stuff, parts that move and you can open or close. We have to really be careful because base raiding could perhaps become just another thing if it's easy, if it's blocking damage, if it
Mhm.
there's 100 things that could go wrong. So as simple as it sounds, we kind of have to be really careful about that one.
All right.
More questions. When comes new updates? Soon comes new updates.
Soon,
Like real
And yeah,
soon.
and horde fix maybe. Yeah, we are planning a lot of the fixes. As we
Mhm.
said in the post, there's a lot of people testing it right now, and feedback flying from all over the sides. We wanna get it right and get all of that feedback, and then have all of the settings set right. So yeah, you can look forward to those pretty soon. Malka poop. Streamer mode. I won't stop asking. Okay, don't stop asking. Can we see the Scar L? Should we show the Scar L?
Can we?
Matovsky told me that I shouldn't show it, that I need to say something. So if Matovsky tells us that it's okay in
Yeah,
chat,
Matovsky is here in chat. So
Matovsky is
it's
here
really,
in,
it's really up to
in chat.
him.
It's up to Matovsky. So
Yeah.
spam Matovsky. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
He says sure. All right, let's get rid of this phone.
Yeah, I really hope that's in the build.
That needs to be in the build. Hmm?
It's work in progress.
Of course it's
Yeah,
work in
yeah,
progress.
of course. I mean,
Uh,
more
but
creation letters.
I hate this keyword. So, as you could see on social media and Steam and everything like that, we do have a new weapon coming soon.
Yeah.
It's another Belgian variation, of the Belgian rifle Scar, but instead of the DMR, this is the Scar L version, chambered in 5.56, and I spawned the magazine without any ammo. And it is shorter, it is a little bit lighter, but it's still a Scar, so it looks like a Scar. It's going to be it's going to be a little bit more accurate, a little bit slower fire rate, but it's still a beautiful weapon. I mean, who doesn't like guns in this game?
So for those of you who don't know, Beda is our local weapons expert. He's really hyped about
yeah.
any weapon. So yeah,
Yeah. So.
but it is cool.
Yeah. These were meant to be in service until they realized that it's, we already have a 5.56 weapon. Why do we need another one? But they're still in service in a lot of the armies around the world up to this day. We decided to implement it in Scum because it's a Scar L. Come on, everybody likes the Scar L, the Scar H, the Scar family. It just looks so good. And as you can see, it is 5.56. The animations for it are pretty good, even though, like we said, it's still work in progress. So the magazines right now need to be worked on, and another thing that will be arriving pretty soon and still needs to be worked on the Scar are malfunctions. But as soon as those are done, it's in the game. And I guess y'all want to see me fire it, right? There you go. We got some full automatic action.
Port trees in the background.
And a little bit of they're trees. They just grow.
Yeah.
A little
They
bit
just
of
they just
semi-automatic
respawn.
action
It's
as
okay.
well. So everybody, that's the Scar. When SKS, when it's ready, my guy. When it's ready. We cannot either show you or implement it before it's ready.
I see Louis wants a helicopter in the game.
Lewis wants a helicopter in the game.
Yeah, well, Louis.
Yeah.
Listen to Louis. That one's a bit more complicated,
Yeah. The issue with the helicopter in the game right now is balance, right?
Mm.
So helicopters added right now without any more base building defense would just lead to a lot of stuff not being right. So as soon as we have more base building defense and stuff like that, we can look into a vehicle like that, but there are no plans or talks about it at this moment.
And of course, the performance things, you know that we have just a tiny number of airplanes currently, and so like adding any more complicated vehicles like that, for example the heli, would be a challenge as well. But yeah, I see a lot of you wants the helicopter.
Somebody asked, can we have mortars? Wait,
I mean,
just take the M20, just take the grenade launcher and just aim at the sky.
yeah, and pretend.
It's a mortar.
Go to a roleplay server, I guess.
Yeah.
Roleplay as a mortar.
Uh, when will the character start using both hands, for example, to hold a gun in one hand and, for example, a backpack or some type of shield in the other?
Yeah, we've kind of answered that one. So the animations for the other hand are really complicated, and the amount of work to enable the other hand is, we're not even talking months. We're perhaps talking like a year or more. So yeah, I'm not really sure about that one, but perhaps like in some capacity, we'll see.
All right. Uh, all right.
More questions, more questions.
All right. How about the DLC inventory so we can mix and match DLC items and custom DLC characters? I'm guessing this is being able to have items from the character packs, not on the character itself, or you don't have to respawn every single time. There are some talks about it.
There are some talks about it, but yeah, everything regarding DLCs and I don't know, possible new DLCs is still, first of all, not for you guys, not for public, not yet. We're kind of just focused on the base game stuff for now, but we'll see.
Yeah. If we ever plan to do something like that, it would have to be done through the traders. But yeah. Autosort from I am Dr. Grant. Autosort is something that we are playing around with, but it needs to wait for an inventory rework because the current inventory system that we have right now simply would not be able to support it.
Yeah, and we do have like two groups of people, ones that are really for it and ones that are really against it. So as Beda said, we need to play around with it a bit to see how and where it will fit the game, right? Because a lot of people like the let's call it inventory management stuff. When you have 20 chests in your base and you're having each chest for just one thing. But yeah, and then again you have the other type of people who just want to get rid of stuff. So the autosort will be nice.
All right, sorry. So we do have one question that our now producer Raleigh answered. So there was a question from Dingo Drip. Said, can we get more than more than one bird sound? And he said, we don't have the budget for it.
Bird actors are expensive.
All right. So, faction squad spray paint as their logo to mark territories on walls. Still talking about it, but we do have some similar news about it. It has been leaked a little bit. Soon you will be able to wear armbands, and they should be able to have their squad logos on it as well. So not only that it's not gonna help you like customize your characters and make you a cool boy band with all the matching gear, but it will also help that servers that do not want to see nameplates on top of their
that was a big topic as well.
of their squad mates on. There's still going to be an option for the squad mates to identify each other and make it even more immersive for those of you who want to.
And not only that, but if you take someone else's armband, you will have the ability to leave their squad emblem on. So
Amogus.
Yeah, that's it's gonna be fun, especially without the nameplates. Yeah.
All right. Grizz bombs, bring back the birds. The birds are not real, man.
Yeah.
They are government-operated drones that are here to spy on
drones, you. Really.
Birds are not real, man. They're in the walls, by the way. All right. Okay. Simple question. Let's. Oh yeah, we're almost out of time.
We are.
All
so
right.
perhaps One more question.
One more question.
One more
One more question. All right, give us a big ass question that Freddy can answer.
Yeah, we're gonna, just pick one out. Beda is gonna pick one out.
All right,
don't
I
want to be at fault
see.
here.
Convict 999. I got your name. Server queues when? So they are planned. I can't tell you when, but server queues and server browser update to the server browser with the filters and all that is planned. We are talking about it. When exactly remains to be seen. It seems like an easy thing to implement, but it's a lot of server client communication.
Yeah. So the networking part of it, and combined with the UI stuff, and combined with everything else we need to do, like in the game itself.
Yeah.
But we do realize that it's basically a necessity at this point. So yeah, we're kind of hoping of getting it in. So.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
I guess that's it. So this was one.
Yeah, this was one. And thank you all for coming. And I mean, we had a wonderful time.
Yeah, we had a blast, really.
Yeah, who doesn't like staying after work?
Yeah, and I mean, Kix here, honestly, he's just he's looking at us IRL.
You should
see the look of enjoyment on his face. There
I
he
don't
is.
know what you're talking about. I have been sitting here and watching them talk. That's all.
The man behind the scenes,
Yeah.
straight from Australia.
Yeah, but also you guys have been wonderful as well. So who knows? We might make this a regular thing.
Yeah.
You might see Martin. You might see other devs as well if you're interested in, I don't know, maybe a little bit of art, a little bit of animation, a little bit of level design. Who can answer the questions for you next? And yeah, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for asking your questions. Thank you all for being nice and polite as you generally always are. And we will see you all actually pretty soon.
Yeah.
Have a good night, everyone. Good evening or good morning in whichever corner you reside in. Goodbye.
Bye bye.